So what's up, guys? Adrian Nickelodeon here, coming at you from beautiful Sydney, Australia. Totally kidding. Love you, Adrian. I'm going to introduce you guys to a concept that some people, I guess, don't understand or haven't learned yet or don't care about. In the YouTube world, especially or at least, let me rephrase that. In the motovlogging world on YouTube, there's a kind of a hidden meaning behind subscription numbers that I've dubbed the 10% game, and it makes sense to me. It makes sense from all the different channels that I've kind of like compared it to. But I've been in YouTube for a year now, over a year, and the entire time has been focused on building the channel and putting out, the content that I wanted to put out on the channel, which is that will always continue to happen. But one thing that I've noticed is there's kind of a numbers game that goes on in the background that you don't really notice until you actually start trying to understand your analytics. And if you guys don't know what analytics is, Google it. There's a whole thing on YouTube Analytics. It tells you all the different kind of demographics and whatnot. Views and subscriptions, and it even tells you like your loss rates, like when people unsubscribe. Don't worry, none of it is none of it's confidential. I mean, it's related to that specific channel, so it's not like I could go see like downshifts and stuff. But if you have a channel, go into your video manager, and then on the right hand side click channel, and then in the bottom of the channel there'll be a section called analytics. Play with that, understand it, learn it, and you'll understand where I'm coming from. But in the motovlogging community, I call it the 10% game, and it's kind of like there's like a hidden understanding of numbers behind the actual subscription numbers that you have, and you're not really going to know this until you actually check out your analytics and figure it out. And it's not the same for everybody. It's not even the same for me right now. But as a general concept, it's around 10%. Wow, voice crack. As a general concept, it's around 10%. What is the 10% game, you ask? The 10% comes from the total subscription number that a channel has. So, and like I said, heed my words, this is just a kind of like a general overview of the motovlogging niche of YouTube. This is not YouTube itself. Say I had 100,000 subscribers. Obviously there are channels out there that have 100,000 subscribers, and that, even it doesn't even actually have to be 100,000 subscribers. I could round mine up to 10K, and we can start there. So we'll go off my numbers. My numbers make a little bit more sense. If I have 10,000 subscribers, or real subscribers, and they don't all have to be active, which is it's apparent in the analytics. If I have 10,000 subscribers, I'm pretty much guaranteed that within the first 2 to 3 days, 10% of that subscriber base will watch every video that I put out. So it would generally be around 1,000 people. So of that 1,000 people who watch every video, about another 10%, so being about 100 people, will like and or comment. And then if you wanted to delve even further, and this is the part that's not really confirmed, there's not really any numbers for it, but it's kind of apparent by the number, because if you're a YouTube content creator, you can kind of keep up with people who comment or like or share a lot. Like, you continuously see the name come up. So out of those 100 people that will either comment or like every video you put up, about 10% of those, so about 10, are diehard fans. They watch every video, they comment, they like, they share. If you've got merchandise, they probably get stickers. It's up to the channel, really, if the channel has that kind of stuff. And I have dubbed this the 10% game, because I've seen it with my own numbers. I've seen it with a lot of other motovlogger friends of mine. Do it with Dan being the only exception in the current moment, because his is not a 10% game anymore. His is like a 40% game, which is crazy. But you can expect that if you have 1,000 subscribers, 100 of them will watch every video. 10 of them will comment and like, and at least one of them is a diehard. And the numbers suck. It sounds really shitty. I would love if every single one of my subscribers, you guys, that's a fucking Barbie Jeep. Wow. I have seen it all. Anyways, I would love to have every single one of my subscribers watch every video that comes out. It would mean that they truly are subscribed to watch all of my content, and that would be awesome. That's a goal. That's definitely a goal of mine, but because of the 10% game, it won't happen. It sucks, but it won't happen. If you were starting a channel, or you have an established channel, or your channel is growing, or you feel like it's not growing, you can kind of understand the analytics, and you can kind of figure out where your 10% game is coming from, whether it be, is the 10% spot on views? Is it spot on comments? There's all kinds of different... I thought that truck was going to pull out. Woo! Heart skipped a beat. There's all kinds of different ways you can track the different information, like bits and pieces of information for your channel through your analytics. But what I'm really getting at is I want you guys to understand, for those of you who own a channel, and even if you don't own a channel and you're thinking about it, definitely try and understand your analytics. Understand the numbers. There's a numbers game there. And if you don't try and really figure it out and where it comes from, what it means, what it can mean, then you're, I've seen people like, oh, I've got one video that's got 30,000 views, but I've only got, 100,000, or not 100,000, like 100 subscribers. Well, that means that video went viral somewhere, and somebody shared it. And if your goal is to get viral videos every time you drop it, I mean, do that, I guess. That's not my goal, so I don't really focus on that. But if you're going to try and get viral videos, you're going to need to understand your analytics. If you're trying to just share information like this, you're going to need to understand your analytics. If you're just dropping a vlog to update people on your channel, then you don't really need to figure that out. It's not really oriented at an analytics thing. I probably said analytics like 30 times now. But yeah, so YouTube in the motovlogging community has a 10% game, and I want you guys to understand that. And if you see somebody who's got 100,000 subscribers, they're still putting in a shitload of work. They haven't made it, just because you get a play button doesn't mean you're a god. They're still working hard, they're still doing everything they need to do, and I guarantee you that they have understood their analytics to get to that point. I want a play button so bad, but I'm going to have to work at it. YouTube is an interesting place. It's a very interesting place. There's all kinds of different numbers games behind subscribers and sharing and liking and all that stuff. I mean, even with the Google has I guess it would be an analytics setup, but essentially it's So hashtags have a purpose. Hashtags actually group things together. So if 10 people all comment the same photo or comment 10 different photos together with the same hashtag, they all get grouped together. Most of you understand that. Well, Google and YouTube do the exact same thing. If me and 30,000 other people put up the different video, each one of us our own thing, and we all tag I like big black dick, hashtag I like big black dick, all of our videos will be associated with that. And anybody that searches black dick or like black dick or I like black dick into YouTube or Google, I wouldn't do it in Google, never mind. But if you put it in YouTube, those videos are going to come up that way, and they're going to be grouped and associated that way. So if I watch Downshift's video on how to wheelie, I can guarantee it that after I watch that video, there's going to be at least one other video in the side pane related to doing wheelies. That's part of the analytics. That's part of understanding YouTube and understanding the numbers behind it. So I have homework for you guys. If you have a channel, go sit for 10, 20, 30 minutes and just go understand your analytics. Understand where they come from. Understand where your subscriber base comes from. It's important to a content creator that's trying to grow their channel. If you're not trying to grow your channel to something big, then you don't worry yourself about it, because it's not essential. You don't have to do that. I know a lot of people who don't really care about analytics and have massive numbers or have bigger channels that just naturally grew that way. But if you're trying to kind of get yourself a foot up or a leg in the door somewhere, understand the numbers. It can only help you. And seriously. Another one of the big reasons why I kind of wanted to throw this out there and let you guys understand it is a lot of people talk about the whole GoFundMe stuff and how it's ruining people's mindsets of what a channel is supposed to be for, what a YouTube channel is supposed to be for. And my mentality on it is, if people want to donate, let them donate. Fuck it, whatever. It's them spending their money. No one's forcing them to do it. And they can do with it how they want. If they want us to support somebody, they can do it. That's why Patreon was created. Patreon was created to be a behind-the-scenes donation process. But if you're trying to do a GoFundMe for a brand new motorcycle and you don't have the analytics you don't understand your analytics enough, and you wonder why no one, or not enough, donates for you to get a new bike, that's why. Your 10% game is not big enough to supply that kind of a demand. I'm not saying that you should, do a GoFundMe for a new motorcycle if you have that kind of a 10% game, but I'm also not saying that you can't. I mean, it's a free fucking country. You're going to have to be taxes on the money anyways. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoy this. I know it was long, but it's a topic that I've been wanting to cover for a very long time, and it's something that I truly think is actually worthwhile information. I've got some links down in the description to put you guys out to a couple different websites that will actually show you different kind of analytics and kind of see how you compare to other people. That's a wrap, guys. You guys take it easy, all right?